Hey everyone, how's it going? I had to post a link on Discord manually, because for some reason the bot was being lazy. Glad to see you got here early today, Mikey. Hello, Thanatos. It's good with you. Alright. Everything else looks like it's in order for now. Uh-oh, the weather. I don't know, around here it's a little too hot. Actually, it's gotten cooler now, which is a good thing. I can't stand it when it starts to heat up. It's so annoying. But anyway, before we begin the stream, as always, special thanks to the Sorcerer Stabbers out there, including Seraph Creed, T-Master Sen, T-Cam, The Villainous JP, and Silanova Art. Let us switch on over to Animal Crossing, shall we? Well, that's not too bad then. Yeah, at least inside it felt hotter during the day, but it's really cooled off at night, so that's good. I actually have to keep it on the cooler side for most of the animals that live here too, because they prefer to be in the cooler side. Alright, it's June already, that's right, our first day of the stream in June. Can't believe it's June already, it just feels like love is in the air. I guess it is wedding season. Some folks say that anyone married in June will be blessed with a lifetime of happiness. Romantic idea, yeah, sure. If you say so. Whatever. Oh, there's a visitor in the campsite. Interesting. We'll have to check that out then. Oh, the new Nook's Cranny is opening as well. Excellent news. Alright, I'd like to hear it. If you're interested in participating, check in with Tom Nook at the Resident Services. Okay. Well, it sounds like I have a bunch of stuff to do. Stream's a little later, but that's alright. Yeah, it depends on the day of the week. Actually, it's actually during the weekends when the streams tend to be later. I usually start after 10. Oh wait, what's this? So yeah, during the week, it tends to be around 9:30, and the weekends, which actually I mean more like Friday and Saturday, tend to start kind of after 10. Hey, it's Harvey. I'm calling you on the phone. What? Calling on the phone part of your phone? Who's Harvey? What the hell? So hey, I know this is out of the blue and everything, but I might need a kind of favor. I've got some real sweet folks here who want some special photos made. Could use an extra paw if that's okay. Wait, you have hands, don't you? You could bring those too. This is bizarre already. Think you could ramble your way to Photopia and help a shutter dog out? I'll fill you in when you get here. What the hell are they talking about? To get to Photopia, go to the airport and let them know you want to go to Harv's Island. Okay, I'll see you soon. Alright, sure. I don't know what this is about. Alright, let me see. Alright, we can at least afford to pick up some stuff real quick. The Bank of Nook. Thank you for maintaining your bank account. We appreciate your business. Your earned interest of 572 bells has been added to your account. That's it? Wow. I was expecting to get a little bit more interest in that. How much do we have in the bank? There's a lot in this world that you could care about, but the only thing worth caring about is friends. If you don't have folks to hang out with, or write letters to, what do you really have? Nothing! Friends forever, Tammy. Aw, that's right. We're good friends with Tammy. Well, I guess we ordered something. Oh no, they're just apologizing for being closed. Or they're actually saying that they just have new stuff in stock. Okay. I guess you have to actually read it, rather than just assuming. Oh, I'm kind of surprised. Usually get a bunch of stuff in the mail. Alright, time to put all the extra stuff away for now, since we have so much of this crap accumulating. There we go. Okay, let's see. So that should be good. I don't know what all this stuff is about, but I guess we'll try to keep a light inventory for now. I guess I'll continue wearing the clothes we had from yesterday. I won't worry about it too much. Oh. We could check for the money rocks, I guess, real quick. It's so easy to forget about this one. And it's right next to our house too, which is kind of embarrassing. You're doing time skipping your game there, Mikey? What month are you in right now then, if that's the case? Oh hey Maddie, how are things going with you? Oh, you're watching Luna's stream? Okay, I didn't know she was streaming right now. Probably because I never check Twitch, but you know how it is. But yeah, anyway, they gave us a bunch of messages in the beginning of the game, so it seems like there's a whole new series of events to do for June. We also got a call from someone named Harvey, which I don't know if I should be a bit alarmed by. Oh, you got booted out of Twitch with an error? Well, that's awfully nice of them. Yeah, way to go, Twitch. Oh, even more money for us, I guess. Alright, let's check the new Nook store. It's brand new. They're in a very happy and sing-songy mood. Nah, they're definitely not attorneys. At least I'm pretty sure he's not. It sounded kind of sketchy, whatever he was asking us to do. Hey, we didn't buy any terms, so I was just curious to see what the price is going to be. Oh, that's right, now they have two things that they could buy as a hot item. Okay. I haven't really done that too much though in general, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, anything good in the store though? A mantis head model, what the hell? Sure, it's weird, let's get it. Why not? Oh, what's this about, Maddie? We got the upgrade just in time for them to introduce the fourth item? What's the fourth item? You mean normally they wouldn't have an extra item here? So it just started showing up today? That's pretty funny if that's the case. Hey Audrey, what's new with you? Welcome to the stream. Ah, okay. So I guess that item will cycle in and out too, I suppose? The surfboard? We'll skip out on the flooring for the day. Don't see anything too good here. Should we get a cool surfboard? Why not? We leave this at the beach as another decoration. Your friend had a fan, and you had a space heater? Nice. Yeah, they do want us decorating the town, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Can we use the surfboard now? I mean, everything's pretty much for show in this game. Other than what you already get to do. They don't really have added mini games like that. Looks like the Leaf guy's here. I've heard that once or twice. Or 20 times. Oh, so you also might have a new character moving out today, if we happen to find them. Of course, we don't really know who it's gonna be just yet. See if Leaf has anything new to say here. Oh, okay. We'll take a quick look at what they have here. Yeah, it is cool that she's singing again. It's funny because I was talking about that the other day, wasn't I? Alright, so now I got a couple of people here. I guess I want to mention what I was kind of teasing the Discord a little bit. So, I have a little bit of good news. Lately I had been working on doing some of the video editing again. So, hopefully tomorrow, because I have it uploaded and it just takes a while for it to process. And I have to actually confirm that the video looks good, but tomorrow we should finally have a new episode of Magical Diary out. After, I don't know, like a month or two delay. But yeah, the funny thing is, it was a pain to edit the episode because there was so much loading and reloading. And you'll see why in the actual episode itself. It's the election season episode, where your character is running for the seat of class president. So, you're actually able to get it in this game, minor spoilers. But to do it, it's very specific. And we had to do it a bunch of times, so I had to kind of go in a little bit, try to trim down the episode, because it was on the longer side. I can tell the guy the weeds, but it seems like they're actually good for using for pitfalls and that kind of thing. Alright, the man said I want to keep in my house, I think, though. Because it looks good. There we go. If you're not familiar with what happens to the game, Maddie, I won't say exactly what happens. But it's going to turn out differently than it happened in Horse Hall, I'll say that much. It actually went much differently. I meant to put this on the beach too, but I forgot. Oh, everyone's waving to each other. What the heck? Here, I'll put it on the left side. Still need to get caught up on those then, Maddie? Yeah, there has been a lot that's happened in that. But really, I think we only uploaded 7 episodes, so it's quite funny. There's a lot more that we never uploaded, because we did finish the game. But it's funny, because I think this was the reason why I never really got around to doing it. It was such a pain to edit this one, because I knew I had to go back and somehow trim it all down, which made me subconsciously not want to do it. But we'll see. Hopefully now that I finally got this one done out of the way, I can do the other ones more frequently from here on out. But I'm not going to guarantee anything. I really have to give it to myself and congratulate myself for actually keeping up with the streaming for so long now. Pretty much, yeah, we've done a video each day for over a month now. Which is probably the first time I could say that in a long time. Not only just a video, but it's a stream no less. Yeah, I guess so. The good thing is, once you start doing something frequently, you get into the habit of doing it. I kind of mentioned this, I think, before, when we were talking about uploading videos and hiatuses from videos. Once you start doing something frequently, it becomes a lot easier to keep it up. You get into that habit of getting used to just saying, okay, at this point in the day, I'm going to go over and start playing the game. And then after a while, what happens is if you kind of start putting stuff off, you're like, maybe I'll do it another night. It becomes very easy to keep saying that over and over again, and then you just never go back to it. Do I miss doing Fallout or Persona? Yeah, I was actually just talking about this the other day. Well, not with you guys, but it is with some of you guys. It was on the Discord, the exclusive section, the patron YouTube supporter section, because we're talking about doing another one of those group chat nights or whatever. And I was kind of trying to pick which game we should do it between. And I had brought up the fact that we could try doing some Fallout again, because we'd done Fallout at another point a few months ago where we had a whole bunch of people drop in, and actually ended up being a lot of fun. So that may go into planning for either this week or sometime later. I'm not sure. I don't think we have any concrete dates on when to do it yet. I was trying to get a feel for it, but I'm not sure if anyone actually responded with a date in mind. Let me see. Yeah, people like the idea of it, but we don't have a date yet. Oh, hey there, 917. Over in the Twitch chat. What's going on with you? Oh, you know, we should have some more bugs now, shouldn't we? No, I've never even owned Mario Maker, so I couldn't do that one even if I wanted to. Alright. Things are looking pretty good over here. Not seeing any fossils or anything though. Yeah, Mario Maker's a series I never really had any interest in doing. I think the only Mario game I've gotten lately was the Mario Odyssey one, and I played a little bit of that. No, actually, Maddie, I didn't just do a few streams of Mario Sunshine, I 100%ed that. I played the whole game through. And it wasn't a race against Mike, but it was what we'd call a challenge. Mike issued me a challenge to do a 100% run of that game. And I accepted. And I pretty much did it all in, like, I don't know what it was, like maybe 8 streams or so. And I forget what I told Mike to do, but he like ended up playing a game, but I don't think he ever really finished it. And I always kind of make fun of him for never actually fulfilling his end of the challenge. Now, like I said, I don't really play... Well, I don't think I've ever said to you, Mikey, but... I've never really played a lot of the Switch or Nintendo games, aside from the Zelda ones. And... Well, actually, that's pretty much it. I played Mario Odyssey a little bit. And Mario Kart. But that's pretty much it in terms of Nintendo games. I don't really play the Switch a lot. Or the Wii U for that matter back in the day. That looks like a pretty butterfly. We might already have that one though. RPGs? Well, you kind of already seen a little bit that I've delved into with Persona and Final Fantasy. And then there's the other kind of RPGs which are more like Elder Scrolls I've done before too. And what else is there? Oh my god. Well, it wasn't the first go with the shovel, but the shovel did break relatively recently. You meant JRPGs? Well, yeah. Final Fantasy and Persona are still JRPGs anyway. So that does include them. Aside from that, I'm not really obsessed with the genre, or any genre in general, I would say. I don't know, I guess you could say I'm a jack of all trades when it comes to games. I mean, there are some things I don't play, or have no experience with, but I'm not really obsessed with any particular one genre of games. I'd just get too bored if that was the case. Especially with JRPGs, because you have to be in a specific mood to play that kind of game. It can get very repetitive quickly, if you're just playing that kind of game non-stop. So I wouldn't be able to handle that. Is Orphan a JRPG? It's like an action RPG, kind of. It's really... It's a weird game. Orphan is like a mutt. It doesn't really fit into anything. Yeah, pretty much. That's a good way of putting it, Thanatos. There's a lot of times when people suggest to me like a series based on the fact that I played a certain game, like I'll say that I play Final Fantasy and then they'll recommend something like, trying to remember what it was. Someone, I think they even sent me the game. It might have been T-Master. But I could be mistaking that for someone else. They sent me like a game to play that was an RPG. I forget what it was, but I don't know, I just didn't really have like a real desire to play it. Like there's certain RPGs I like, but it's not for like the fact that they're an RPG, it's more along the lines of there's something else in that game that grabs my attention and made me want to play it. What's the latest? It's just me, or every time I type in your name it always says try morning Danganronpa. I don't know if I got that right. I mean, it could. You mean like you're trying to search my name in the YouTube search bar? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Let me see what happens if I try to search my name. Maybe I should just change my name to Try Morning. So I kind of use it in other things too. I think most people kind of just say it that way. It is kind of like the unofficial name of our character in like every game. It actually does come up with Try in Morning too. Maybe it's because I'm logged in. Let me see. If I go to a guest account, go to YouTube. Let's see if I start typing it, what happens? Website's gonna take a while because of stupid ads to load. So I type Tryin M, and it does Try in Morning Danganronpa. Yeah, that is funny. Danganronpa is the first result. It does have my like regular name though, like the Try in Morning, all one word. So I'm not sure. I'm not seeing it separate. There are other options though, like where I guess people spell it different ways. Someone has Trying Morning, 2 words, Danganronpa V3. Yeah, people spell my name in a bunch of different ways, I guess. It's pretty funny to see that. Fading Hearts is the first thing for you? But that was a previous search. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, the Danganronpa one's the first one that comes up. At least for me. Well, I did a guest account anyway, so it should be accurate. Yeah, there was a point where I was kind of thinking like, oh, should I use a different name that's like maybe easier to search for or something, but I never ended up deciding what to do about that, so I just kind of kept it the same. I don't know. Maybe I should have had some kind of fan contest. Choose a hip new gamer screen name for my channel. Ooh, Marina's crafting something here. Oh, it's something. I think we might have this though, don't we? Yeah, we do. Oh, hey Jennifer, what's going on with you today? Welcome to the stream. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, I guess we have gotten a fair amount. I don't think we need to spend them to go to this other guy's island though, which is a good thing. Oh, I didn't even notice we got a gold nugget. It is cool though. Trying money. Well, I mean, if Michael wants to sponsor these games, I guess we could do something like that. If he wants to provide the funding. Trying money gamer. I guess I have to re-specify the shovel as my favorite, huh? How do I do that exactly? Oh, I made the wrong thing again. I made an extra fishing rod for some reason instead. I don't know why I did that. I think it's because I was doing a lot of fishing the other day, so I probably thought I needed that somehow in the back of my mind. Okay. Most excellent. Yeah, so as long as everything went well, we should have that new video up tomorrow. At some point. And then maybe I'll finally get that uploaded before the end of the summer, which would be nice. It's funny, because that's like one of the few times we've actually played a game very quickly. And I'm not sure exactly when we finished it, but like we got the game in whatever it was either late January or maybe it was early February. And we actually beat the game in maybe like 3 or 4 weeks at most. But then it just took me forever to edit the episodes, which has been the longest time sink, I guess, for most of the things. Which is also kind of a reason why I've enjoyed streaming so much, since that kind of takes that whole aspect of it out of it. Let's go inside. I know. I really wish I could just get one in my backyard. That'd be so nice. Oh, this dream about the dinosaurs again? Oh, come on here. What is this about? It's kind of creepy when you think about it, that all these animals are having the same dreams. Yeah, that is really weird. She just looks like she's gotten very little sleep. Poor Tammy. You fell asleep? What happened, Crystal? Why'd you fall asleep? Must be because you're getting old. When you get older, you need to take naps in the afternoon. I will say, though, they are very relaxing. And, oh, Bluebear's here. Uh-oh, is Bluebear cheating? Oh, no. Are you here to see Hamlet too, Patrick? Alright, let's talk a little bit here. Huh. Poor Molly. If only she knew. You get in here and get burned? Well, you did say, to be fair, please shame me. So what did you want, exactly? Then again, there's nothing to be ashamed about getting older. Because the thing is, you have to keep in mind that it certainly beats the alternative. Might stream. I think you misspelled the quote, Maddie. Uh-oh. Wait, is Sky thinking about leaving? Or does she have an item for me? Alright, here, let's check this conversation, then we can always close it out. Oh no, okay, it's not leaving. A new nickname? Wait, what's this about here? Sure, what is it? I like to call you Lollipop. What? Excuse me? How do we feel about this? I guess currently we're Airmal. She's gonna change her name to Lollipop. That's your nickname? Oh, you're trying to do the sleep is for the weak one. I see, I see. You thought I was gonna stream earlier? Yeah, I did mention I was gonna try to stream earlier, but then it didn't work out for, a number of reasons, actually. Oh. See, that's so weird, though, because she says, what do you think, Airmail? Like, she's calling us Airmail. The rest of the animals want to call us this, too? So this is like a permanent thing? Spreads like a virus, a mind virus. What do you guys think? Should we try to just go with Lollipop, or do we tell her off? Oh wow, we got a host, I guess, from Luna on Twitch. I didn't even notice. Hey Luna, thank you very much for that host, by the way. I'm not sure when it came in. If it was just recently or at some point earlier. Can you give her a new idea? Are we this opposed to it? I don't care if she calls us lollipop. If I give her a new idea, then do I have to come up with it? Because I wouldn't know what to do it. Frog King? Okay, I guess we could do that. If Maddie wants to come up with a unique idea, let's go ahead. Okay, Luna, what's going on? I wasn't really sure whether or not you were in the chat at first, but it's good to see you. Alright, we're not feeling this, I guess. Poor Sky. Frog King? Alright, let's go for it. Let's see if it spreads. Frog King? So you've agreed that's what I should call you, Airmail? Yeah, it's perfect. And starting today, you're a Frog King. Or at least, that's what I'll be calling you. Indeed. There we go. We have the proper titles. Hey Bowman, you're not thinking about leaving, are you? I don't know. There's no particular reason for it, don't think about it. Yeah, apparently there are a bunch of dinosaurs here. Oh, there's fireflies in the background. Cool. Alright, let's get some. The owl will be so pleased. Yeah, some new animals for this month. Bugs and fish. Gotta keep that in mind. That way we don't do it all at the last minute like last time. I think we have a few fossils to get assessed anyway, so let's go for that. You're playing Sakura Wars? I don't even know what that is, Luna. Is it any good? Who commits arson in Fiblantis? It's not allowed here. Oh yeah, Maddie says hello, by the way. Maddie's over on the YouTube chat anyway. You love it? Okay, good. I'm glad it's something you're enjoying then. It does get kind of annoying if you're playing a game for too long which you aren't a fan of. Oh, hello there, Brigade Leader. What's going on with you? The game has a lot of plot. Yeah, plot with air quotes. Can only imagine what that could be. So it looks like we got some new fossils again. That's good at least. Hello, Silanova. What's going on with you too? It's good to have you here. Oh, your phone's messing up? Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get it sorted out. You're feeling that way with Final Fantasy 15? Yeah, I never played that much of Final Fantasy 15, but it seemed to be one of those games where... I don't know, for me at least, I didn't have like a major push to play it. There was nothing pulling me in that game. I don't know. It's probably just me being picky about things, but I feel like a lot of games just don't have a good hook. You know, something to pull you in the very beginning. And that's kind of how it was with Final Fantasy 15. There wasn't really a sense of urgency to like really play that game and get into it. Final Fantasy 7 is another Final Fantasy 13, a hallway. You mean the new Final Fantasy 7? Because I never played that one either. I was going to, but then they were, it was just a PlayStation exclusive. And I mean, I actually have the PlayStation, but I got kind of annoyed because it's like, they were releasing all the Final Fantasy games on the PC. So it's like, oh, they're making a new Final Fantasy game, it's gonna be cool to play on the PC, but now they're making it exclusive for the PlayStation. I'm like, well, that just sucks. I decided, you know what? I don't even think it's gonna be that good. So I'm just gonna skip it, and if anything, wait till it comes out on the PC later down the line. Yeah, I guess I am sad to hear that the game ended up being disappointing after all. For all the people that were excited about it, because there was a lot of hype for it. Is that someone over there? No, that's just the table I was looking at. I mean, I already kind of expected it to go poorly. I remember speaking about it with JP and Mike, and maybe it was Frog too at the time, when they were first showing up the trailer for it, like a year or two ago, I guess it was now. And then like we were watching it again somewhere else when they were talking about how it's going to be split into different parts, and I'm like, this doesn't seem to be going very well. Like, I had a really bad feeling when they were splitting up in all these different parts, and they were saying they were going to extend them all into separate games, and I was like, it doesn't really make any sense, because the game already had the story written, it already had a pretty good pace for a Final Fantasy game, and just extending the game to me seemed like it was kind of silly and just done for making extra money, which it probably was. Oh, what's up? I might have entered it in wrong, Luna. I wouldn't be surprised. It probably is. I think what happened is I was doing a stream another night, and I had the information from Space Engineers entered in, so I just tried to change it real quick. Let me see if I can update it right now that you mentioned it. Yeah, I'll be honest with you more than anything. The Twitch streams are kind of like an afterthought, because there's very few people that stop in them anymore, other than you and Cerise sometimes. And occasionally there's a new person that stops in every now and then. But it's kind of far and few between. So thank you for telling me about that though, because I hadn't even noticed. I wonder if that's maybe why less people are stopping in, because they were seeing it as like an old Animal Crossing game. That'd be kind of funny if that was the case. All of a sudden a bunch of people stop by just because it's now updated. I should probably just rename the whole stream to New Horizons too. Sure. Keep that updated and fresh. Anyway, let me see. I might have missed a few things here. Yeah, I really get the feel for that in some of these games with the point A to point B thing. And just trying to make like as pretty an environment as possible so people forget the fact that it's basically just one long hallway. Oh, apparently we're meeting up with Harvey later tonight. I haven't done that just yet. What's worse is they don't have a defined number of parts. Yeah, that's what we were talking about all those years ago. Well, actually, it was either 1 or 2 when they announced us being split. So I was like, well, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be at least 3 parts or even more, maybe. And at first we didn't know how long it was gonna be. And I think I was the one to make the call back then when I was with Frog and JP. I'm like, it's really looking like it's just gonna be the Midgar segment. Because I think at the time they're showing some, you know, videos and screenshots and everything was Midgar earlier, so I'm like, I don't even think they're working on this stuff after Midgar yet, and that's kind of concerning. Alright, let's wait so we make sure it's over the land here. Did the photo shoot today? Yeah, I guess it's a photo shoot we have to do. It's gonna be kind of weird, I bet. Yeah, he called my character too, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? It sounds very strange. They cut out so much. Like the Dawn-liking Trap Cloud and Cloud in that room, the muscular men that hit on him. Oh, they actually did cut that out? I was hearing some people talk about it. I wasn't exactly sure how they went about doing that. Yeah, it is really weird these days, like what I guess you're allowed to do and what you aren't allowed to do. I don't know, I never really thought too much about it. It was definitely a weird scene to see played out as a kid. I don't think I had any idea what was going on at the time. The only way you feel like they could pull off is if they need to know what they're doing. Oh, so maybe they didn't cut it out? I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't played it. So I can only go off of based off, I can only go off of what other people are saying, really. Then they add in the stupid whisper. The whispers aren't in the original. Yeah, I've seen some of it from a Let's Play. Or a stream, I should say. Of the beginning of the game, and I saw that, and it was kind of stupid. It really seemed like... Honestly, any of you who know me well know that I can't stand Tetsuya Nomura. and like what happened to Squaresoft after Sakaguchi left. In my mind, it just completely fell apart afterwards, and I never really liked any of the games that came out after like 10 or so. So I've never been a big fan of that. And the whole whisper aspect of it, I don't know what it was supposed to be referencing, but it really seems like some kind of Kingdom Hearts thing. And I don't want any spoilers because I don't really know how it turns out. Other than some people said there was some kind of twist towards the end. They're supposed to be like shocking or something. I don't know exactly what it constitutes. But I wouldn't be surprised if they try to merge in the Kingdom Hearts world with Final Fantasy. And that would just absolutely enrage me if that's the case. If they end up doing that by the time they wrap up the series. That's like the worst thing they could do. And somehow I feel like Sakaguchi, Nomura would love doing that. Alright, let's put in some money. So I don't have all the scrap. Alright, let me go back up a little bit. The Dawn only picks Cloud. Oh, so they kind of changed out the whole, yeah, it was kind of cool how they had that as this, whole mini-game where you had to get, like, specific parts of the outfit. And, like, based on how good the outfit looked, you could pick, like, a different character. So kind of this, like, these different variations of what would play out based on exactly how you looked. So that is kind of disappointing that they took out that element of it. I think we had something here to talk about with Tom Nook. I don't know what it was exactly. He gives Aerith and Tifa to his gang members. Yeah, I remember that happening. Like Kingdom Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts should stay in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I don't like Kingdom Hearts, and in my opinion, could stay in the garbage. Someone mentioned The World Ends With You before. I don't really know anything about it. That's funny. Thanatos and Luna both brought it up separately on Twitch and YouTube. You have to put the game manually in when you stream Persona 5 Royal? That's weird. No, actually, I think that's the case with the other Persona 5. Do the PlayStation games normally download to the console? I don't know how that works. I don't really play the console games enough to know. But yeah, I think you have to put in the CD, or the Blu-ray, whatever you want to call it. You guys like Kingdom Hearts? That's alright. Everyone's allowed to be wrong every now and then. I don't know what he was, he said to come to the place at some point. I don't know exactly what he wanted us to do here. I don't see an option. Maybe it was to talk to her. We're still at the 3-star option with this, looks like. You like it for the reasons I hate it? Alright, I don't need to hear all this crap talk about my island. We'll fix it eventually, you don't need to tell me all this. Alright, I don't know what they were doing here. I thought we had an announcement to come here at one point. Yeah, I know they mentioned the island, but I thought there was something else that we had to do here. I could have just imagined it though. I think seeing your streams is gonna be my thingy just go to sleep moment. Oh yeah, isn't it late by you where you live? Hello thingy, what's going on with you tonight? Hey Mike, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, we just gotten, for those of you who just showed up, we were just getting finished bashing Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy and everything Tetsuya Nomura at this point. Alright, let's smash this in. I guess we'll try this island, because I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but might want to have less items on us than this. Oh yeah, I think I did see your post there, Crystal, about the, island? Alright, because I can't help myself, and I have to comment on Kingdom Hearts one more time since everyone was talking about it with me. I kind of get what you're saying about liking something because it's absurd. But in my opinion, the thing that annoys me about Kingdom Hearts is that all the absurd stuff seems to just be there for, the fact that Nomura cannot write a simple story to save his life. And that's what annoys me about it. It reminds me of Lost and stuff like that, where the story just gets zanier and zanier as it goes on, and it never makes any sense, because the writer never really thought it through. So instead of actually solving things in a logical manner, things just get more and more absurd until the point it just ends on like this weird note that still doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I mean, in other Final Fantasy games, there are plenty of absurd things that happened. Almost all of them have this crazy fantasy plot, which, like, I mean, it starts off with, like, a fantasy world, like, kind of like, I don't know, any generic fantasy, like, world, like, if it's, like, Middle-earth or whatever, you know, it's fantasy, you got humans, you got elves and this stuff, and then later on, like, there's this, like, huge, like, thing that shifts, where all of a sudden, I don't know, you're, like, traveling to the moon or something, and there's, like, these crazy space demon alien things that are, like, coming to, like, actually kill everyone and take over the planet. And, each of the games has some, like, crazy twists like that. I'm talking about the early games, like 4, 5, 6, and even 7, 8, and 9 as well. You haven't watched Lost, but you say it seems slightly more planned out than that? Were you saying for Kingdom Hearts or for Lost? I still like when, I think I asked Elena to try to explain the, Kingdom Hearts series to me. And what it was essentially about. And when I heard it, I'm like, that's just basically Lost. Like, it's this long con between these, like, two rivaling forces that are using these other guys as pawns to wage their proxy war. And it's something you never learn about until, like, kind of like the finale of the show, or the gaming series. Kingdom Hearts is slightly more planned than Lost. Yeah, I don't know. I would put them pretty much on par with one another, actually. So Travelers Island, I guess we don't really need anything, do we? How did Lost end? Well, they did end up being dead. But it wasn't because they died all along from the plane crash. It's because they were dead because of old age. And because they were dead, they all, like, met together in a church or something. And I don't know, it didn't make any sense. It was really weird. If you really want an explanation, I could try to sum it up. A happy ending? No one was happy after that. Well, I guess some people were. Actually, there are some people that think that it was a good ending. But not me. Oh, and Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is basically a mashup of different Final Fantasy games, as well as Disney characters. Harv's Island? He's like, I never heard of it. Where could... Oh, I know. Tell you about that island Harvey lives on. This is really creepy. The Lost ending was stupid? Pretty much. So the excuse with Lost, and spoilers for anyone that ever watched Lost and may not want to know about it, you might want to mute your audio for a while, or leave the stream, I don't know. But the show is about these people that get stranded on an island after a plane crash, right? And so it like starts off as this kind of like survival story of these people trying to get by on this island and hopefully get rescued by trying these different things. But after a while, and I mean, it kind of was already in the beginning, you had these supernatural elements and these weird mysterious things happening, like there was this kind of weird noise and it ended up being this like smoke monster, and all on the different seasons, it gets stranger and stranger. Like there's these other aspects added to the story. Like there's these other people who are living the island, but they like only talk in whispers, and like they don't wear shoes, and they're all weird and creepy. And then later on, you learn they're just like these weird people who are like following these weird orders. But then another stranger group of people comes to the island, and like they're like trying to kill everyone. And then all of a sudden they start like traveling through time on the island. Like it just gets zanier and zanier. Like each season, it gets ramped up in like random crazy stuff happening. And then finally in the last one, you find out that basically there's these two like, I guess you would call them deities. There's this dude named Jacob who was like a Roman dude who, well actually, there was like this Roman lady who like landed on the island like 2,000 years ago, and she gave birth to 2 sons. And then they were kind of like having this long battle over time to like prove who was right. And to do that, they were bringing other people to the island and like doing messed up stuff to them as a kind of a test. And I don't know. But basically by the end, you find out that the smoke monster was one of the brothers who turned into a smoke monster because he's murdered by his other brother. And like he's trying to like destroy the island and everything, but then they stop him. But then like most of the characters are dead, and a few of the characters live and leave the island. But then all the characters die at the end. And then they meet up in this alternate universe afterlife thingy, where they all go to church together at the end and have like this happy kumbaya moment. And that's Lost poorly explained for you. And I have no idea what's going on right here in the game because I was not reading any of this while I was trying to explain that. Alright, so this is Cyrus and someone else. They're a married couple. They're doing pretty well. They look kind of creepy. One of them kind of looks like they have a penis head, but that's okay. Sounds like a drug trip. It pretty much was. Hey Fantron, we were talking about the series Lost. Which, yeah, it didn't really make much sense. But yeah, what's really funny, and why I compared Lost to Kingdom Hearts, was because going by Kingdom Hearts 3, like one of the things that they keep showing Kingdom Hearts 3 are these 2 people from like the past. Like I don't know when it's supposed to be, because nothing in Kingdom Hearts is like ever fully explained, but you see these 2 people, like one's symbolizing light and one's playing dark, and they're basically playing this game of chess against one another. And it's kind of like, oh, these are the people that were planning out everything that took place in the Kingdom Hearts series like all this time ago. And it's supposed to be about like destiny and free will and that kind of thing. And that's essentially what happened in Lost, is that the final season you see these 2 people who are like the deities of the island. One's good, one's bad. And they're having this stupid struggle over like, you know, what's supposed to be. And it's like kind of insulting because basically they just sideline all the main characters to put it as like, oh, it's all about these other 2 characters having this stupid long game between one another. And I never liked that in Lost. And if I was a fan of Kingdom Hearts, it probably would annoy me that they did that in Kingdom Hearts. That light guy was actually cheating in the end? And I don't know if that's the thing in Kingdom Hearts, but that's kind of true in Lost as well. Because, like, the light guy, the guy that you're supposed to sympathize with, he's this guy named Jacob. And basically what Jacob does is he does all this messed up stuff throughout the show to get people to do what he wants. Like, in order to get people to come back to the island, because at one point they leave the island, and he wants them all to come back. So, like, there's this one scene in particular which is, like, so infamous. He, like, goes to talk to this guy named Saeed, and the story of Saeed is he was a member of the Iranian Guard, the Revolutionary Guard in Iran, or whatever. Or is that Iraq? I don't know. It's one of those countries. I'm not very well versed in geography or politics. But, you know, one of those countries he was, like, a member of the army of. And eventually he left that life behind him. He tried to escape from it. And one of the things he left behind from his past life was his love, the girl he really liked, whose name was Nadia. And he had to leave that behind when he basically defected to the US. And essentially when the show begins, he was, like, on this journey to try to find her and reunite with her, because he found out that she was actually still alive, and I guess he thought she was dead or something. I can't remember the exact details. But so basically, he finally gets off the island, and meets up with her for like the first time in years, and he gets married to her. But Jacob wants him to come back to the island, so what does he do? He distracts Saeed while he's on a walk with her. And then while this is going on, she steps off into the road and gets immediately run down by a van. Which most likely was probably hired by Jacob so they could go ahead and do that because it was way too convenient for that to just happen on accident. So yeah, that's what this guy does, and he's supposed to be the good guy in this. He's like the light in the dark. So it's like, wait, this is supposed to be the guy we're rooting for. The guy who's representing good and combating the evil of the world. Like, yeah, okay, sure. That sounds legit. And like another thing he does is he encourages like this young girl, Kate, to like steal when she's young. That way she could become a fugitive in the future and try to like, I don't know, like do all this messed up stuff. And because of her like messed up life, she eventually ends up, you know, being extradited to the United States after fleeing in Australia for a while. And then she ends up on the plane because of that, so it's almost like long con motion, like things going in effect. I guess we're doing wedding planning? I don't even know what's going on here because I'm so distracted about Lost. Whatever, we're doing some wedding planning, good. So you're getting married, I guess. This is a show that went from good to worse. Yeah, essentially. The first season, if you watch the first couple episodes, it's really interesting. Because it's like these people get stuck on an island. And it's all about like, oh, how are they going to survive here? Like, there's this one guy who's a doctor and he can help out. But then you kind of like learn about his past demons and he has like problems with X, Y, and Z. And then you find this other character is actually a, like a convict. And they have to figure out what to do with her. So it's really interesting because these people are on this island that have to figure out what to do. Sort of, it's like The Walking Dead in a way, except it's actually a lot more interesting than The Walking Dead, especially the first season. The first season is pretty solid. It's really after the second and third that it really starts going downhill, and then after the third, it's just completely off the rails for like the rest of it. It's kind of interesting to see just from how absurd it gets, because like there's this weird nonsense with like electromagnetism and time travel and alternate dimensions. It just gets completely crazy. The thing about Lost is I think J.J. Abrams came up with some of the initial concepts behind it, but then after a while he like left the show to go do other things. So then like whoever else was working on the show had to kind of like fill in for it. Oh, and also the reason why the guy is bad, like you have the two brothers I mentioned, Jacob, and there's just the other brother who actually, funny enough, never gets a name in the whole show. They never actually give him a name over the course of the whole show. He's just always referred to as like the other guy or like the Man in Black or whatever. Not like Will Smith, but they just call him the Man in Black because I guess he wore like a black robe at one point. But essentially the only thing that the guy did that was evil is he wanted to leave the island. I think I left off the part where, so yeah, like their mother like ends up stranded on the island after their shipwrecks. And then there's this other lady on the island who happens to find her while she's giving childbirth. And this other woman ends up killing their biological mother and then raising them as her own. And that mother's only ever referred to as Mother for some reason, because again, they couldn't bother giving her an actual name. What even is writing at this point? Chibnall is just as bad as Tetsuya Nomura. That's the, I guess it's the Doctor Who one, I guess. Which I never watched, but I know a lot of people had issues with what they did to that show as well. What are they talking about? Like, they've been just going on for ages about something. Alright, what are we doing here? Yeah, I wasn't paying any attention to this dialogue. What are we doing here? Oh, we have to put furniture down? Where? Well, I don't have any furniture for them. Oh, okay. Oh, I rotated the thing on them. Way to go. I mean, nothing here is interesting, really. Most of the... spoilers, I don't read any of the dialogue in Animal Crossing. It's all just, like, filler stuff. I didn't know anything was supposed to be actually important. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's definitely where I wanted that. I don't know, Lost to me is much more interesting, or like bitching about Kingdom Hearts. I'd much rather do that. Or, you know, Doctor Who, of course, as well. Should we just make like different rows of these over here? I guess we should have them all facing the front, huh? Are they able to fit back here? I don't know if this is too close. Here, let's just see this first. Now I have to make this bigger because it can't fit. Talk about a different show like The Walking Dead. No, I'm just gonna complain about that too because I hate The Walking Dead as well. It's another show where it starts off kind of interesting for the most part, and I liked the first, like, I don't know, 2 or so seasons of The Walking Dead, until that ends up going off the rails too after a certain point. And it just becomes this constant generic zombie action, which is not really interesting in itself. There's some interesting themes that the game, or that the show explored in the beginning, but then they kind of exhausted that because there's only so much you could do. Alright, that's okay. Do you have to be able to sit in them? I mean, what's the point then if no one can actually sit and watch this wedding? Oh yeah, you can come to the wedding, but you can't actually sit down because we put the seats too close together. Yeah, spoilers, I didn't see Star Trek Picard at all, but I did watch Red Letter Media, so I do know what happens anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. Which is like every show. I guess I have to move these manually. Yeah, let's put a bunch down. And I'll move them all after the fact. Yeah, I could not be that upset if you spoiled Star Trek Picard. There's nothing to be spoiled about. It's just disappointing overall. You still watch that show? I'm just waiting until they finish the show with season 12, so it's actually officially ending. The thing that really confused me about that show is, alright, so the main star was leaving it, right? Which kind of makes sense. Like, you don't want to be doing a show like that forever. Come on, it's gonna get tiring after a while. 6 flower things? Actually, I'm gonna do some more back here if you don't mind. So I think that would look good too. So they were gonna have the main star leave, but what's confusing to me is why did they kill off the kid Carl if they were gonna have like the main character leave, and they were kind of always grooming Carl as like the replacer or the replacement for him for like years, and then when they end up finally having the guy killed off, like they killed Carl like the season or so beforehand, which was just confusing to me. I don't know, maybe the kid wanted to leave, but I think they said that he didn't. They actually wanted to do more of it. So I don't know, it was just confusing to me overall. And I hadn't been watching it for like seasons beforehand, so it's not like I was that upset about it. I think the last time I saw that show was probably in like the 5th season or so. Yeah, and I heard about that too. They like fired him after he bought a house and everything too. Which is like, okay, that's really nice of you guys. Should we do some flooring? I guess it's already down, so we can't actually place it down. Oh, we could place other stuff around. There we go, we can have a shell archway. What else can we put around here? I think what they did for Fantron is shock value. Because that's what the show is relying on, especially towards the later seasons. It was trying to do something shocking every time. Like, oh, look how disgustingly we could kill off this character. Oh, look how gruesome a death we could give him. Oh, let's do something unexpected and kill off the kid, even though he's supposed to be like a major component in the actual storyline of the comics. It'll be really shocking and it'll startle people. I think that's what they were going for, and they didn't really think it through. Put down, we could have a little lighthouse inside, that's awesome. Wow. They really let you put like pretty much anything in here. Trying to think if I could fit anything else in here that might look good. I mean, probably shouldn't have the bed in here. That'd be kind of awkward, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm not really sure what else I'd put in here. This might be good on its own. Oh, so they moved her off so they could make her a part of the movies? Yeah, and that's weird to me too that they apparently decided to make some movies of that. But I don't know. I was tricked out of the show for a while now, so I can't really say I cared about what they decided to do with it. They think movies is what's gonna make more money, I guess. Oh well, more power to them. And it's also weird to me that they would get rid of her from the show because she was kind of like the other major character in it that they kind of had left towards the end. Like, who were the major characters by the end? You had the main one, who I can't remember, is Rick, right? There's Michonne. There's the guy Daryl, who was also in, you know, the Metal Gear dudes game. Kojima's Death Stranding. And then what else? Can't remember any of the other characters. I think they were like the main three ones left, really, by that point. Can I press X over the archway? You want me to change the color of it, Maddie? Make it pearl. I think that's pretty. One of the other ones, maybe. Oh, you want to show Mike how to do this part? Okay. Maybe I'll change the colors. Why not? There we go. I think we need to have something in that right, left corner. Should we just match it with another lighthouse? Maybe. Will they let me do another one? They should. Let me do two of the other thing. There it is. Oh, Carol. Yeah, I remember her now. That's right. She was another one. The only way you'd stop watching if they kill off Daryl and Carol? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the concept of the show for me got boring after, the 5th season or so. When it really seemed like they were kind of just like, maybe this is too close to where they are. Looking at where they are. There we go. I mean, it kind of gets in the view of the people watching, maybe, but I think it'll be okay. Probably overthinking this all. Just talk to them. So what do we want to talk about here? It's coming along. It's being ready for us to start the photo sessions. Yeah, look at these puns here. Count on you, Squirt. Okay. What do you guys think? Want to start the wedding? And if I knew we had to get all fancy for this, I probably should have decorated. Alright, Luna, have yourself a good night. Thanks for stopping by and for the host, by the way. You take care of yourself. Good puns. Well, of course you'd be a fan of it, Crystal. Alright, so go ahead and do this. Should be safe, I guess. I don't know how much this matters, to be honest with you. Get the dog to play the blues again? Yeah, too bad it wasn't really the blues, it was just some creepy curse song that haunted our game. Oh boy, what's this? Okay, we could do this at least. Harvey's great, but this lovely set's your vision. Alrighty. So, should we do this like zoomed out shot? From like all the way back here? Let's try to get centered somewhat. Alright, how do we make our character disappear? Because obviously we take a photo like this, it's gonna not look very good. I'm looking. Minus? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's weird. I guess it's like a compression reason, but if you look, when you take the actual photo, it looks blurry. Oh well. Ah, she blinked. How dare you? Take a bunch of lovely photos. Black and white photo for their wedding. Oh, maybe the antique one too. There we go. Yeah, I think it was after the jail where I kind of stopped watching. It went somewhat beyond that, but that was kind of near the end of where I was watching the show, I think. I will say though, the part with Sheen and like the guy's wife and all that drama, like at least there's actually like this rooted interpersonal conflict within the show, and that I kind of liked. And then after that died off, like I don't know, like they would introduce new characters, but I feel like nothing quite matched the early dynamics between Rick, Sheen, and the wife, whatever her name was. Everyone's forgotten because she was only like a character for like the first 2 seasons or whatever, and then like immediately vanished or died or something. Right, the jail's where you stopped? Yeah, the jail's like where it hit like a wall. What's her name? I don't know if anyone remembers, because like, in the grand scope of the show, she was such a small part of it. Even though she was kind of a major part in the beginning. Alright, well, we took some photos. Maybe I'll get some more close-ups. Wish we had center it with like a centering button. Oh well. That'll have to do. I don't know what we're taking photos for. It seems kind of silly. Maybe I'll do like a photo from this angle? I don't know if this actually counts for anything or not. I mean, that kind of looks silly because we're like, how would anyone actually take that photo? It makes no sense, realistically. Let's just see what they say. Oh, the last one seemed nice? Really? The one that was saying was like physically impossible to take? Oh, no, let me take another. Hold on. Don't take a look at that one. Sheesh. That was like the worst one. Alright, well, I guess we're taking more. Whoop. Not exactly what I wanted either. Let's do a nice zoomed out one. There, we got most of the things in shot. They actually didn't blink for that one. Very good. Yeah, seems that way, doesn't it? You know what I really like that this reminds me of? I'm sure Mike will remember. Oh, also, hello, Shoto. I didn't notice you in the chat there. I caught you now. Welcome, by the way. But Mike, remember in Metal Gear Solid 2, when you're playing as Snake in the beginning of the game, and you have to take the pictures of the different Metal Gear parts? But then, you also have the choice of taking pictures of, like, the, what is it? Like, the pinups of those girls in the locker room, and, like, all the different things. And, like, if Otacon sees it, he's like, oh, Snake, what are you taking a picture like this for? I'll just, actually, let me just save this one for my personal records. Oh, that was classic. But they can also take photos of other things too, like you could take a picture of the soldier who's in his underwear because he wasn't ready when they had like the announcement or whatever. And like if you put like a guard to sleep or whatever. All this different stuff. Oh, a wedding bench. Well, here we go. That was great. Yeah, Kojima had so many fun little things like that in his games. Gotta love that stuff. Yeah, we're having a wedding here, and I guess we were the photographer for some reason. I don't actually know what happened there, Antiseptic Guy, because I was kind of telling stories about TV shows, and I didn't even really read what they were saying at the time. Alright, we're doing this again tomorrow? What? Oh. Well, I guess what they're saying is you can do this anytime this next month. But would we really want to? Heart crystals? Oh, I don't know. Did they say that? I don't know what heart crystals are. Again, I wasn't really paying that much attention because I was responding to you guys. Let's see here. What do we got in this? Oh, the firefly. Alright, everything's up to date. What the hell is a heart crystal? Why would I want one? I don't like how this guy calls me Squirt all the time. It's really offensive. Any interest in trading those heart crystals for some of my furniture? Sure? Oh, I guess we got 11 of them. For hope. Yeah, it's like that stupid thing in the beginning of Danganronpa 2. When they're like, oh, you have to collect all the friendship points with each other and become friends and escape from the island. Damn. Why are you saying damn, Mike? Watch your damn language, son. Poor Mike. Why is it poor Mike? What's going on? Oh. What is this? What are you guys doing here? 10 or more means you did better than Mike. Why is everything a competition? We're not living in competition with each other. What is this? You scored lower than me? You should be happy for me, Mike. What is this? Come on, man. You guys are so competitive. It's good, clean fun. It's Animal Crossing. So what? Do I save up these points and then just, like, spend them on stuff whenever I want to? Since it's going on all month, I guess that's the case. You guys should all be ashamed of yourselves. Watch my own language? How dare you? I will say whatever I damn well please. Except nothing too bad, because then YouTube will demonetize me. Oh, I think I mentioned this to you guys before too, it's kind of funny. So nowadays, YouTube actually asks me about like, what kind of stuff I have in my videos. I don't know why, but they're like, oh, you have like a very high percentage of accuracy of like, reporting your own videos or whatever, for like the kind of content that's inside them, so you could rate your own videos for like, if there's bad language or whatever. So apparently I can say damn all I want, I just can't use like too many hard curses in a row. And I'm good. Actually, I think what they say is you're not allowed to use like hard cursing in the first, in like the intro of your video. How long the intro is, I have no idea. Like let's say within the first like minute or two. But then afterwards you can kind of say whatever you want, I guess. Fun fact for everyone on YouTube, I guess. Anyway, I'll save my points, I guess. Oh, let's see if they react to me. Oh, wow. Yeah, they can't even bother to say goodbye to me. How snooty. Serves me right, what is this? Oh, I guess they're, yeah, finally, getting to it. Wait, how'd they get married for 30 days in a row? What the hell? Heard you got some real groovy shots in there, good work. Leave a roach in the chapel? Alright, well, this guy is so weird. The owls aren't what they seem. It was for their anniversary, oh okay. Oh, they're one of those couples. They have to make a big deal out of everything they do. Like, oh, it's our anniversary, we're gonna celebrate for a whole month. What about the studio? Sets? We might have come here before, but I really don't remember this at all. Alright, alright. So I guess normally you could come here and do all these different sets for taking photos. Now, why exactly you would take photos constantly? I don't know. I guess it appeals to some people. So I can come back in here anytime? Oh, so there's multiple rooms of this. We'll have a look around. I don't know which room is the wedding room. They got married at least a year ago, I guess so. That does make sense. Why is there like a child's room? This is kind of creepy, actually. You caught a shark. Nice job, Real Cap. Glad to hear it. Good job. Yeah, someone told me it's gonna be Shark Month soon. Someone on the last stream, anyway. This looks like someone's grandma's dining room. The wedding room is the kitchen. Yeah, I think either Maddie or Crystal or someone who... If it's someone else, forgive me for getting it wrong. But they mentioned yesterday it was going to be Shark Month, so I guess now sharks are going to show up. This is kind of creepy, too. The mannequin room? Oh god. I really hope that's not the case. What could be in the basement? Oh my god! Oh. What is this? I don't know if I'm allowed to make a comment on what I think this is. Now that might actually get me in trouble. That is just creepy. Oh. Little outdoor area. Alright, that's cool, I guess. Yeah, I don't want the door shutting behind me and being stuck down there. I don't know where they were, though. I didn't see any wedding area. Isn't that bizarre? Should make the comment in Discord? Do you guys really not know what I would probably say about what this room could possibly be? Let your imagination run wild. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a number of things that could, that could be. Fight Club? Yeah. That's where the Fight Club, fights are held, of course. I can neither confirm or deny that. Wait, what is this about? Dabbling in item delivery and liquidation? Well, huh? Wait, what did he say? I wasn't paying attention to the first bit. He's like chewing us out now. What the hell? No? Oh. Oh, okay, I get it. I thought he was yelling at us. I think he's just saying that we could, transfer items now with this dude. From now on whenever we're traveling. Okay, I was getting nervous there for a second. I thought he was, like, getting pissed off. I thought he was accusing us of stealing something from the island. Okay. This make me nervous. Alright. Awesome. Alright, I guess we're good here. Hey, Thanatos. Hey, Jonathan. Sorry, I was looking at Thanatos' name when I was reading, what you said, for some reason. We're not really doing anything with, having people come to the island, unfortunately. We're actually not even on the island right now anyway, we're on Harvey's Island. I probably will be heading back now, though, because I think that's all there is to do here. unless I'm mistaken. But yeah, essentially, no visitors just today. Trainwreck Baked Alaska is reporting Tango Hula dancing is go. Okay. I can't even follow this. Let's just go home. How about that? Alright, Maddie, have yourself a good night. And hello, Audrey. What's going on with you? We just got done with a weird little minigame. Apparently I beat Mike, but I didn't even know I was trying to beat him in anything. Okay. That's funny. They have a little map up here. I don't know what island that's supposed to be. It's definitely not ours. Yeah, I cannot be upset if you have to leave early because of being sleepy or whatever. No one has to feel compelled to stay up late. I would have known if I wasn't distracted. What about competing with Mike? Hey, I was trying to tell you guys stories. I was trying to keep up some entertainment for you guys. Talking about Kingdom Hearts and Lost and The Walking Dead and all that. There's only so much I could juggle at once, though. Plus, isn't it even better if we can just beat Mike without even knowing that I'm supposed to be competing with him in something? It just makes it even more epic. Well, you probably could ask him for a part-time job or something, Bones. I mean, maybe if you start working there, they'd be open up later at night. That'd be nice. Oh, he actually is? He's writing a resume to apply for a job there. I'd look real handsome on those aprons. Why, I think they'll hire him? They're totally not going to. That's pretty funny. Stories that crush your moods? What? How'd I crush your mood? It's not my fault that all these people cannot write decent stories to save their lives. Alright, let's see what's in stock at the store today. Hopefully there's nothing too good or Maddie will be disappointed she went to sleep before seeing the store. The stories had you lost. You know, maybe one day we'll do one of those things where we all watch a show together on Netflix or Amazon or whatever. We'll do Lost first, of course, because why not? Just to make everyone suffer through it. Then, of course, we'll do Game of Thrones, followed by, oh man, what else can I do to really torture people? Well, there's a bunch of different stuff here, actually. Goggles. I've never really gotten goggles yet. Here's where the writers lost their damn minds. Probably happened pretty early on. I don't really see anything I like too much here anyway. We could become a NASCAR driver, I guess. A dandy hat. Sure, we'll get this in goggles, because why not? It's good fun. Nothing too much here, though. Or watch Breaking Bad? Isn't Breaking Bad supposed to be actually good, though? I was listening to shows that were terrible, and I'd put people to suffer through. I've never seen Breaking Bad, I probably should, because I've always heard good things about it. From anyone who's seen it. I don't know if I could actually handle watching a good show. It's so out of my norms right now. Alright, let me think if there's anything else we could do here. I don't know if he's spoken to Molly. She might have been inside only today. 72k worth of swing benches? I guess it must have been a hot item for you. You never been that lucky with your turnips? Really? If you actually try using the online website, Turnip Profit, you can actually do pretty well with the turnips most of the time. Unless you're extremely unlucky. Yeah, I actually did get some new stuff from that. That's the only show you consider to be the best of all time, Breaking Bad? Yeah, there we go, another person who's watched the show that tells me very highly regarded things about it. Yeah, maybe one day I'll finally get around to that. Hello, Jake. What's up? Hey, Mikey. No, that's alright. If you have to lurk for a while, that's no problem. I won't be too upset if, like you're doing other things and you can't chat all the time. But it's good to know you're still here. That happens with a couple of people where they're watching the stream in the background, maybe they're doing other things. And I definitely don't mind if that's the case. I don't expect people to have to chat all the time if they're busy with other things as well. You hoping the stream cheers you up? I hope so too. Hopefully your night goes a bit better for you. Well, if that's the case, you want to be cheered up. Should we not talk about crappy TV shows anymore? Maybe change it to a different subject? Here, let me get this tree out of the way. So earlier, Jake, we were kind of going to this island to do some wedding photography for some reason. I don't really know why. I guess it's a new thing they've added in the game for this month. It was pretty strange, I'd have to say. Wait, was that a... That is a money tree that's growing, okay. So I'm gonna want to put that somewhere else, I guess. I should watch Sarazanami? Sarazanmai? I don't know how you pronounce that. Is that an anime? No context, just gonna throw it out there. Alright. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Is that some kind of anime? Oh, The Last of Us Part 2? I've heard a lot about that lately. With, I guess, all the things that happened to that game. But I'm probably not gonna play it. I think I played a little bit of the original Last of Us. And, I don't know. I didn't think it was bad. I'm not gonna criticize the game, but it wasn't particularly interesting to me. I've never been a huge fan of zombie things, in general. And I know it's not exactly zombies in that game, but it's pretty similar to it. It's basically zombies, but they've kind of written things to be a bit more interesting. But it still doesn't exactly amaze me. And the gameplay was okay, but I wasn't blown away with it. I think I want to do some of this crafting over here. Yep, let's do this. Should watch Total Drama Island? I want to say that sounds familiar, but I don't know what that actually is. The name sounds somewhat familiar though, to be honest. But I'm not sure what that refers to exactly. Naruto and Avatar? I've never seen Naruto or Avatar either. The only things I've watched related to anime were Dragon Ball and the related Dragon Ball series, Pokemon. I've watched some of Yu-Gi-Oh, but mostly through an abridged series. Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, that's actually a good one. That's probably about it, if I had to say. There might be something else, but I was never like obsessed with it, so I can't really remember everything off the top of my head anyway. Oh, the other thing's a parody of the game Survivor, the Total Drama Island. Yeah. I'm not surprised that someone would make a parody of that, because there's so many stupid reality shows like that. Too young for Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon? I don't know, like, I didn't really watch it when it first came out either. I might have seen a little bit when it was first on TV here. But I ended up watching it after the fact on DVD for, like, most of that series anyway. And I never saw Sailor Moon because, you know, it was more of like a girly show, I guess. And I never saw Avatar. I remember hearing about it when there was like a thing, I guess, but I never caught it when it was on. Let's see if he spoke to most of the Islanders, because I'm not sure if he did or not. Julian, Blueberry we did. Pretty sure we talked to Hamlet. Or maybe not. Tammy we did. Saw Molly in her house. Saw Meringue. Saw Audie. Saw Sky. I think Marina was crafting, right? We saw Bones. I think we saw them all. We could go to a few of them just to make sure. Like Hamlet's home right now, so go ahead and check with him. Oh, yeah, Real Cup, you're talking about the, yeah, the Space Force show? I did hear about that. And it reminds you of the Space Engineer stream? It's funny you say that. And I'm gonna say this. Wait until I'm gonna upload another video, which kind of trims down the, it's gonna trim down the stream we did to just like a few moments from the first session we did of that, like when we're lost in space. And there's a little skit I'm having in the beginning of that video. I don't know when it's gonna go up. It might be like Wednesday or something, or maybe Thursday. I'm not sure exactly when I get around to that. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that, and yeah, keep in mind the whole thing with the Space Force about that. Because I actually did something a little clever with that. Well, maybe I shouldn't compliment myself, but I did something that amused me, and hopefully others find that amusing too. Oh, there's some mosquitoes. Yeah, I've heard about that. Well, let's not get bit. Let's get our net out in case there are mosquitoes around. I'm not seeing any right now. Yeah, we want to keep an eye out for that, because that'll be a new bug to give to Blathers if you want to contribute to his museum some more. No, tonight we're not visiting any islands, Jake. Have you ever seen The Big Bang Theory? No. I've only seen it in passing. Where like people have had it on TV in the background. And I've never been a big fan of that show. It's always seemed incredibly stupid to me. So, no, I don't really watch The Big Bang Theory. Recently I had been watching, on HBO, and it's actually a show that's a bit old now. It's just wrapped up recently. Silicon Valley. I remember hearing about it a couple of years ago. A lot of people are watching that show, and I never got around to watching it. But I've been watching it the last few weeks, and it's actually quite good. I've not finished it all yet, but I actually enjoyed it a lot more than any of the little bits I've seen of Big Bang Theory. Two and a Half Men? I remember that show being on TV, but it's another show I never really watched. I've known people that watch that show, and I've sometimes seen it if they've been watching it too. But not really. In the CW, I've never really watched the CW. I remember when the CW was a WB, and you had, oh, what was his name? Michigan Frog? Hello, my darling. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Like that little guy that they had. That was pretty funny. Alright, take care, guys. Good night, Jake. But yeah, I don't think I really watched it after it became the CW. When it was the WB, they sometimes had cartoons on it. And now it's basically like these stupid angsty teenager shows. So I've never really seen them. The mosquitoes don't even bite you in this anymore. Oh, that's funny. I think they did in the original Animal Crossing. It's weird that they'd remove that. Friends? I remember it as a TV show. A lot of kids in school used to watch that, of course. I watched Seinfeld more than Friends. I've seen probably like a handful of Friends episodes. I was never a big fan of the show. The Scorpion Hunt? Oh, we already got the Scorpion. Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen it, Seraph, but we've done a bunch of it. Also, how you doing, man? I'm not sure if I said hello to you. Because I think you were asking me a question right away, so I was answering your question, but hopefully everything's going well with you, Seraph. Still diving into the river? They probably are. But we actually have already caught a bunch of them since, you know, that one stream. Johnny Test? I don't remember Johnny Test, but I remember Johnny Quest. I remember the, what's the name of the band? The ska band that did the Johnny Quest Thinks We're Sellout song. Was that Less Than Jake? It was one of those ska bands from the 90s. That's the only thing I think of. I remember very little about Johnny Quest, but I remember that one song. Oh, you fish. You have to check the fish now, because there might be new things here. Teen Titans show is the best anime. Changed my mind. I wouldn't try to, because I know nothing about it. Oh, there's a radio playing. I think I remember that there was like a new Titans thing they were doing, and everyone was complaining about it. Like JP, because he's kind of into some of that stuff. It was like super edgy or whatever they were making it, and it just kind of looked embarrassing. The Fairly Odd Parents? I remember seeing that on TV. I didn't watch very much of it, but I remember it being a thing. Let's see, is there anything else that sticks out to me? I remember Hey Arnold. That was a show I watched a fair bit of back when it was on TV. Ooh, a tilapia. That's definitely new. Cool. The stamp rally's finally over? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. That's so nice, though. We don't have to worry anymore about seeing those stupid messages constantly. Ah, what a relief. See if there's any good fish in here, maybe. Oh, there's another fossil we missed, I guess. Teen Titans had a lot of good morals. Not every villain was strictly evil. A few were bad guys for very valid reasons, like Vigilante. Yeah, I like when there's a bit more depth to a show. That's always appreciated. In some of these kids shows, they give kids very little credit. Because they're basically just like these super stupid shows with like no real plot, no real message or anything. And it's just like so hollow and empty. But the thing is, kids can be very smart and perceptive of stuff like that if you give them more credit than just being like, oh, let's throw as many colorful and like super fast-paced action at the wall as quickly as possible to try to constantly keep them entertained because they all have ADD and can't think for themselves. I don't know, I think some of these like new cartoon developers have these like very low expectations for who's watching the show, and I think it's just very short-sighted. Let's see, oh, I think I almost missed something here. There's a new show on Netflix called Lucifer. I think I've seen it advertised. It's so good, I recommend if you've not seen it. Yeah, I've not watched it. I've not watched a lot of Netflix lately. But I could look into it a little bit more, I guess. Let's see. What really happens in Lucifer? Yeah, do you have a summary of what happens in it? It's about the devil, but he's tired of running hell, so he takes a vacation. You know what I'm almost reminded of? And I'm sure it's completely different. But does anyone remember that movie with Adam Sandler in the... I guess it was either the late 90s or early 2000s, Little Nicky. When he's supposed to be like the devil's son or whatever. And like the devil was retiring and like one of his sons had to take over. Such a stupid movie, but... As a kid, I think I watched it all the time for some reason. Me and my cousin really liked that. Lazy Town's an underrated show. I always hear about it. I'm not sure if it is underrated, because I actually hear a lot of people say good things about it. I've only ever known about it through the videos and any memes people have posted on it. Adult Swim shows? I never really watched it. I kind of listed off the, the anime I watched in the beginning. And I think Adult Swim was mostly anime. I think they did have... Maybe at the time they still had some of like the old style like Hanna-Barbera cartoons or whatever. But I don't remember really watching Adult Swim. Oh, I think that's a new bug on that tree. Yeah, that's something different. Alright, let's get a... slowly sneak up on this guy. There we go. Oh, Toonami? Yeah, I've heard about Toonami too. Like, these were things they had on all the time back in the day. But I didn't really watch too much of the Cartoon Network, really. Do I like watching fighting shows? You mean like the UFC or something like that? Because I've never really watched that, no. Or wrestling in general? I'm not sure whether fighting shows there are. Street fighting or something? I don't know exactly what you mean. What kind of shows are you talking about? Can you give some examples? Oh, Marvel shows? You mean like comic book things? Now, I don't really watch a lot of comic book related IPs. If that's what you mean, anyway. Where the hell am I talking about with Adam Sandler and the Devil? In the late 90s or early 2000s, I forget which one it was, Adam Sandler was doing movies, okay? A lot of movies. One of them was called Little Nicky, and Adam Sandler was like the bastard son of the devil who was like living on Earth or something. I can't remember the exact details. And like the devil was retiring, and he had to pick a successor, which was like one of his sons. And like there was these two really bad ones who were like, evil and all devil-like too. And then there's like Adam Sandler on Earth who's like the semi-evil, but he's more of like a loser than anything. He's just like stupid and pathetic. And I can't remember any of the details of the movie. Other than, towards the end, there's like this Hell on Earth scene, and there's a concert with Ozzy Osbourne, and he does this thing where he bites the head off a bat. Of course, because it's Ozzy Osbourne, was everyone else known for. It's just a weird movie from the 90s. Ooh, another present. I wouldn't recommend anyone watch it, 'cause it's probably pretty terrible. I haven't seen it in a long time. Let's see. There's a lot of people talking today. Got a lot of discussion about these TV shows and anime and whatnot. Oh yeah, and you're definitely right about that, Stroff. I was just looking at your other posts. There's so much advertisement placement in these movies. Okay. I think I got caught up mostly. You brought out the weebs try? I don't even know how I brought them out. We slowly transitioned to talking about different TV shows, I guess, from when we first got started with like Lost and Kingdom Hearts. And then, I don't know, Game of Thrones, and somehow we got into all these different topics. It's pretty funny though. I like it. Have a very active chat, it's fun. I like talking about different things like this just randomly. Do you ever go back through the live stream comments after you're done streaming? Nah, I don't really get a chance. I don't have that much free time to like look back at the comments after the fact. Yeah, there's probably stuff that I miss sometimes when it gets busy like this, but usually I see most of them, I'd say. And I'm sure if there's something important, someone would repeat themselves enough that I'd probably see it eventually. It's funny, if anything, I probably watch other people's streams more than anything. Like Mike streams, when he's, well, which he hasn't really done in a while, but I have seen his chats and what people say in that, and it's kind of funny. Because sometimes I watch his streams that are like a year or two old, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this guy who used to be a part of his streams and used to be a commenter on the channel. But I very rarely watch back my own content. Like streams are videos. I don't know, I guess I'm one of those people that find it hard to watch my own stuff without feeling like way too self-conscious about it. And be like, oh, why did I say this? This was stupid. Or, oh, I said this stupid and I stuttered over this line. It would just annoy me too much having to watch that back and listen to it. Oh, we got some pants. How nice is that? Guess we could check out more of these fossils too now that we got them. Oh, we had some extra in reserve too. Space engineering? Well, technically, Seraph, space engineer is more of a mining and crafting game. A Minecraft-like game, I guess, essentially. Where you're like exploring different worlds and building ships and different components and bases and stuff like that. And I guess there is some kind of storyline too, because there's like stuff like space pirates and space spiders, which I don't even know what that is because we never saw them in the little bit we played of it. But when we played it, it's more along the lines of just multiplayer chaos with 3 or 4 people not knowing what they're doing and trying to figure out how to survive in this crazy, unsafe environment. It's basically what it turned into when we were playing it. I'm sure for people that know what they're doing, it's a much different game. Yeah, that's true, Mikey. It's kind of like Subnautica. It's similar in that kind of respect. There are a lot of games like that. It's also kind of similar to 7 Days to Die. Though in my opinion, 7 Days to Die is very simple. Alright, so nothing new with these, I guess. I think that other thing we could submit, that bug we found, oh, and the tilapia too, of course, which we have several of. 3 or 4 people trying to survive a chaotic environment. Sounds like my day job. As the economy opens again. Yeah. It's definitely something else. Like I said, I'm probably gonna make a video which kind of shows the highlights of it. I know Callie already made one on her channel, but I wanted to make one from my perspective as well. There's something new here. Yeah, there is. They're just talking about the shop being opened again. Okay. So I wonder if there's anything new we have to do today. And we've spoken to everyone, like I said. We could sell some items and get a bunch of money. Or Nook Miles, I mean. So I may as well do that. We'll get some of the crops. Here we go. We'll just get this since it's close by. Have I seen Happy Gilmore? Of course. Yeah, like anyone that kind of grew up in the 90s, I saw most of those Adam Sandler movies at one point or the other. So I saw Happy Gilmore I don't know how many times. It's one of those movies that's always on TV too, or at least it was at one point. I've never owned it on like tape or on DVD afterwards, but I've seen it so many times. A lot of people make fun of Adam Sandler now, but I still enjoy it. You can call it a guilty pleasure or whatever. But those movies still hold a place in my heart to this day. What's up? Every other streamer that plays at daytime, try in morning. Oh, okay, I see. You're saying like the name's applicable to them because they're playing during the day? Top tier stupid toilet humor? What are we talking about? For 11 episodes? Oh, I guess I was gonna say it was an Adam Sandler thing. Cause yeah, it does feature a lot of that. I think he's trying about something different. Alright, let me sell some of that stuff I got. I guess I could sell the extra fish, unless we want to make a model out of it eventually. Let me just get rid of the fruit for now. There we go. I could sell an orange tree, why not? That is the native fruit anyway, so I don't actually need it. Is that the Batman series from the 90s? I do remember that. I remember that being on a lot of the times. I guess that was the WB. Or was that Cartoon Network? I think it was the WB, yeah? Yeah, because doesn't Warner Brothers own all that stuff, I guess? To this very day? I think they do. But yeah, they had on like that Batman cartoon, they had on Superman. Those were good. I remember those cartoons. Adam Sandler movies can be sometimes good. Unlike Nicolas Cage movies, I love watching Nicolas Cage movies. They are so bad. They're so much fun to watch. Yeah, it took me a while to appreciate the Nicolas Cage movies, but I did come to really enjoy watching some of them. Some of them do get to be just like, they're just really boring. But there's some that are just so ridiculous and terrible, it's just like completely over the top. Like the Vampire's Kiss one is one of them. When he thinks he's a vampire and is doing all this stupid stuff. It's just so terrible. Oh yeah, and you can notice that we actually did manage to capture some of the scorpions, because we actually have the scorpion statue now over here. We had to sacrifice 3 scorpions to make it. Let me get rid of that stupid weed that we have here. Sure, take off my hands. I've never seen The Wicker Man, and I've always seen that stupid clip though from the movie. That he's in, of course, where he's freaking out. Like he does in every movie, of course. But no, I've never actually seen the movie itself. Which I probably should. I've seen most of his stuff. I'm just not sure if it's around on, like, if they have it on Netflix or Amazon. Because that tends to be where I watch his stuff, because I, like, don't really pay for it. What the heck? I'm so confused about the show that Straff is talking about. It sounds really crazy. The bees! Not the bees! Speaking of bees, let's see if we get the murder hornets to get us. They might be in one of these trees over here. Wow, nothing's coming out of this. Oh, you got the arowana? Good job. I think we still have to get that one. There's a lot of fish we're missing. Now, I could do a little bit more fishing before we end this one here. It is getting a little bit late now, so maybe I'll just settle down with that for the night. Yeah, we're not getting anything good from these. Sometimes you get the item from the tree, but right now, nothing. You updated your anime list out of boredom? Whoop. Yeah, so the fish can be something new, so we may as well take a look at them, even if they are small. No, that's something we had already. It's not like they could all be new, but oh well. SAO? That sounds familiar. I think we talked about this one before. That's... Excuse me. That's Sword Art Online or something, right? Problem is, I don't think I have a drink up here. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm not dead yet. Good news. Managed to find something. Alright, so... I think I might have better luck fishing in the ocean, if I'm being honest. Take a look at this guy real quick before going down there. Oh good, it actually is close enough. JoJo seems intimidating to get into. I kind of feel the same way because there's so many people that talk about that. And I know nothing about it, so I'm just constantly confused when people mention it. Is that a mosquito? Oh, we did. Alright, nice. I can go in the museum now. It's probably the same bug we usually get. Killer Queen has entered the chat. What? Killer Queen? Oh, there we go. I was waiting for them. Nice. Well, I guess it's good to have this in case you ever need to make the medicine. Is that a JoJo reference? Hey, Seraph. Thank you very much for that. It's very much appreciated. I'm not sure that. Wait a minute, a JoJo reference? Which part? I'm not sure what you're talking about exactly. But thank you very much for that. Everything's a JoJo reference? Oh, I see. Because it's so, ubiquitous, like almost everyone knows it. I mean, all honesty, the Killer Queen, the first thing I thought of was, you know, the song by Queen, of course. That's what pops up in my mind, anyway. Wow. Oh my god, this looks like a really long fish. What the hell is this? I have to try to get this. I've never seen anything this long before. Come here. Come get it. Alright, we got it. What is it? Whoa. It's a ribbon eel. Can it tie itself up in a bow? Looks like it could. That's pretty cool. And the... well, I guess it's a good fish for it to break on, at least. Yeah, that's right, Earl Cup. You called it. Nice. I like it. Oh, actually, you know, I still have that extra bench that I not the extra bench, but the extra fishing rod I made the other time. So go ahead and get my replacement, I suppose. I guess it's just the game itself, Seraph. Equipment breaks so easily in these games. I don't know why. Maybe like the people that make this game are used to equipment that breaks all the time, where they work or something. So they make everything in their games break so easily, because it seems like between this and Breath of the Wild, things just break all the time. No, we can do a little bit more fishing off the pier we have, right? Maybe we'll see if we get anything good. What if you had to buy gear with microtransactions? They're probably getting us ready for that. That's what they're planning to do in the future, I'm sure. First they get used to things breaking all the time. Then the next thing you know, you have to pay for each and every one of them. No good fossils in a year? This game's not even been out for a year. Exactly. Oh yeah, you can't really post links in the chat. Unfortunately, that thing can be abused very easily if links are allowed. Just for reference, on my YouTube channel, there's the creator studio, right? Also, there's a loud car passing by, so hopefully you could hear me through this. But the creator studio has a section for the comments, and the comments have the section where they show you what comments are detected automatically as spam. And there was like, in the last month, it really has like been a huge uptick in spam comments that are automatically filtered out because of links. And like, there's a bunch of them that's like really weird stuff. It's like, oh, like, you know, pretty girls online. Then there's like pretty coronavirus girls. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is a pretty coronavirus girl? And who the hell is searching for that? Like, why did someone make a link for this? Like, I'm sure it all takes you to probably stuff which could give you a virus or something. Like, I don't think they're actual sites, but still, it's pretty concerning. And other weird stuff like that along those lines. I'm kind of toning down the language a little bit to be a bit more friendly, because I'd rather not get into what they're actually called. You ruined it for everyone by posting the Viper the Rappers on every Try and Morning video. Oh, so it was you who did that. I see. Yeah, there's some weird stuff that you get on YouTube. And it's happened too on Twitch as well. Except mostly it's stuff where it's like people trying to promote their Twitch, or I guess trying to get you to buy like followers or whatever. That's what it seemed to be hinting at. I just kind of delete the posts right away though when they show up. Oh, another one. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, it's a crazy world that we're living in. Yeah, I probably can't get too much into it with, you know, all the YouTube rules and everything, but all I'll say is I hope everyone stays safe out there with everything going on these days. Alright. So we got another 10 or so minutes and we'll be wrapping things up here. We'll check the rivers out a little bit more too, because there might be some new river fish. I'm sure there's a website you can go to which shows all the new fish that just started spawning these days. Actually, what's probably more important to check is what animals are going to be leaving come the end of this month, so I can make sure I get them. Maybe I'll do that now, just for fun. For future reference. Fish leaving in June, I'll say. Let's see if this site says anything good. So by the end of June, you want to make sure you catch the cherry salmon, which I think we have. And the char. Funny enough though, the char comes back apparently in September, November. So I guess they're around twice. Alright, where is my, where we got the char? Let's check that out real quick. You're confirmed for semester. Is gonna be online, so you have to do the Zoom classes. Yeah, good luck with that. I have no idea how that works, but sounds like it's probably annoying. We got the mosquito. It's gonna be under fish, of course, because I'm looking at fish right now. So I don't know how they're ordered, if it's alphabetical. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's kind of just all over. A char. The dab. Nope, so you never got the char. Unless it's down here, no. Okay. So eventually we have to get that, but we have the whole month to do it at least, so that's good. Anything else? Common butterfly, yellow butterfly, peacock butterfly, ladybug, violin beetle, pillbug, and centipede. I wonder if we have those. There we go. Common butterfly we have, yellow butterfly we have, peacock butterfly. I don't think we have the peacock one. No, it's none of these. So eventually we have to get that. A ladybug we've gotten. Violin beetle. Got a couple of beetle-like things, but I only got the violin one. We have the drone beetle. Pillbug we should have. I think. Oh, maybe not. Have I never caught the pillbug? I always see it, but I think I put it off because I'm like, oh, I have to get the rocks or whatever. Alright, so I have to get the pillbug eventually. Yeah, okay, good to know. And the centipede, which we got. Okay. The cherry salmon, good job, yeah. That's something you need to have before the end of the month. Eating for the first time today. Yeah, what do you think about having? It's a good question. Who's this little guy? You dug up most of the flowers? I guess that'd be a problem with that. Is that different? No, it's an anchovy. Couldn't tell what it was at first. Not too much Fantron. I have this Mario Kart, and Mario Odyssey, and Breath of the Wild. I think that's it. We already got this guy, but we can get another one, because why not? Something with cheese and bacon, I like the sound of that. I'm not the biggest fan of cheese in general, but anything with bacon, I can go for. Yeah, I should see where they say to get these. Oh, another red snapper, nice. Extra money in the bank. So the peacock butterfly will just be around flowers, but you have to get them before 7 PM it looks like. The pillbug is from the rocks. We could try to see if we can get one real quick. Just start wailing on some of the rocks around town, hopefully it pops out. No, we got 2 by our house anyway. Nope. I don't know if they pop out only when you first hit the rock or if they can do it at any point. Oh, that's right, there's supposed to be a camper. We don't know who it is though. Let's go check him out. Forgot all about this. This is one of the morning announcements I forgot about. Oh, you need milk? Hopefully they have them at the store. Oh, it's Mallory. I remember her. I think she was in one of the other games we played. Need a little escape, so here I am on this island getting in touch with nature and such. Aww. Oh, of course. So much harder to go to sleep in a dark tent after that. Alright, she's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we've been completely full for a while. Think she's snooty? Yeah, she looks like she could be. I wouldn't doubt it. She has one of those snooty looking faces. That is funny, yeah. I know a lot of people who have lactose intolerance, but they also love it at the same time too. It's pretty funny. I guess it's unfortunate, really. But it does seem to be that way. You know, life is funny like that. Oh hey Callie, what's going on with you? Welcome to the stream. Stopping by pretty late. How you doing tonight? I guess I should put this stuff away. I don't know why I tried to pick that. Yeah, I guess they could replace one of the villagers. But like I've said, I'm trying to hold out for Lily. If we are going to replace someone, it would be her. Oh, we might want to submit this to the dude. Didn't realize it was so late. One of those nights where you get carried away with whatever you're doing and then the next thing you know it's late at night. I've had that happen. We're actually getting close to the ending of the stream though. But I am glad to see you for a little bit at least. I mean, I could probably sell this stuff, but I'm just gonna put it away for now. Worry about selling things later. Alright, so let's put in the new stuff. We'll head it to the museum, dude. That's how it always works. I always say this every stream, there's at least 1 or 2 people that stop by right towards the end of it. I have to give them the bad news. I feel worse though when it's usually someone I don't really know as well. And I have to tell them. Your one's not so bad? Yeah, that's good. Like the people I know, including my cousin, mostly who's the main one who I know about his love of deer even though he has it. But yeah, he'll still eat it all the time. Or, you know, drink milk or whatever and then end up having issues later, but not serious ones, just inconvenient ones, if you know what I mean. Exactly. Since I know you better, I don't have to feel as bad. And if it was Mike, since I have no sympathy with him whatsoever, I would just laugh about the fact that he came in late, pretty much towards the end of it. I'd just be completely cruel to him. Ah, way to go, Mike. You're at the end of the stream. Sucks to be you. It's such a good game. What is Cake? You're playing this as well? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear you're having a fun night. Watching and playing the game. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you. Can't blame myself for having these feelings about Mike. Through what we've been through. It's a very stressful time. I'll have a good night, Seraph Creed. We love you too, man. Yeah, have a good night and stay safe out there. Get the black box. What's the black box there? For when we crash our ship, you mean? That way we can make sure that Mike is held accountable, even if we're all dead. The flight recorder? Okay. Glad we're on the same page about that, indeed. Definitely. I mean, I don't care if we're all dead. Someone's gotta know it's Mike's fault when it's all said and done. Alright, have a good night there, Fantron. Yeah, you know what? I should probably be getting back to my house in the game and ending this, because it's just about midnight here. We'll catch this one last fish. If he sees it, that is. Here he comes. Come on. There we go. Alright, just a lame mackerel for all that. Hopefully there's no one that's a fan of mackerels. Certainly keeps them as a pet or something. So the last fruit. I should probably pick up the ones we dropped on the floor. Or the ground outside our house. Alright, Thanatos. Have fun getting back to your underground, or underworld. Thanks for coming out to the stream, by the way. As always, it's fun. And yeah, I think we will try to do some more games in the future, kind of like you mentioned, Thanatos, as well. Hopefully we'll get back to that soon enough. Alright, so I'm going to end it for everyone else as well. It's about that time anyway. So as always, everyone, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me on the stream. It's been a lot of fun. Next time we play Animal Crossing, I guess we'll continue getting these, crystal points, whatever they're called. Is that what they are? Or heart crystals, yeah, whatever. And I guess we're in competition with Mike, apparently, even though I didn't know it at the time. So we'll try to make sure we keep beating him and getting the most points possible, of course. Otherwise, yeah. So tomorrow it's going to be another late stream. I know I was going to try to do an early one today, but that didn't pan out. Tomorrow I know for sure I can't do it. But I might try to do it on Wednesday. Or maybe Thursday. I don't know, we'll see. But definitely a late night Animal Crossing. Tonight, Tuesday night. Because technically it just changed to being midnight here, so you get it. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you very much. Have a good night, and take care.